Good day, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Ashwin Gunasekharan, the CEO of Penang Convention and Exhibition Bureau. Now, what I'm going to present to you today is really how Penang has moved forward during this pandemic, and to give you an assurance that how safe this destination is and how we are moving things, or rather we have curated things in order to fit this new next normal. Now, do we not miss this? Now, this was one of our incentive groups that we had in Penang just few months before the pandemic struck us, and this shot was taken approximately 800 meters above sea level at the Curtis Crest, the habitat which is located on Penang Hill. Now, it has been a very difficult journey for everyone, but we do understand that bringing back client confidence to the destination is definitely a tall order. So for Penang, during this next normal, at least for the business events, it all started with putting people and safety at heart first. Now, immediately after the pandemic struck and we got onto a lockdown for about more than a couple of months, and immediately after that, we formed a task force with the tourism fraternity. So approximately, we're looking at about 29 members from all the areas, you name it, the hotels, logistics, PCOs, PEOs, exhibition companies, suppliers, and everyone got together and brainstormed and put together a document, a SOP guideline for the industry in order to support and in order to have very much a comprehensive set of guidelines for organizing any business events related activities during this pandemic and moving forward. Now, this particular document was produced over a period of 1 month, and this particular document was also endorsed by all relevant state agencies, also by associations, and also by the health department of Penang. Now, these are all very important, significant endorsements for the industry. Now, this particular document was made available globally, and you are able to download this particular document on our website as well. And this document will be updated, or rather is being updated every week or every other week as the national guidelines and SOPs changes. So it gives you an assurance that Penang is ready for business events during this new normal era. Now, we have been actively engaging on this particular tagline, Penang Here for Tomorrow. And again, this is all in line with our destination campaigning on building destination confidence for clients to return, revisit Penang, if not now, at least when the borders are open. Now, in the effort to show in a global perspective to the world that Penang is safe and ready for business, we have created various channels of marketing as well as curating campaigns together with our partners. And when I say partners, again, this are the hotels, travel agents, PEOs, and what have you, to work closely with us and to boost the destination branding and to keep clients in check and still remember that we are there for you. And we carried out this global marketing campaign, and it was on various series from nature to heritage to even sports-related activities and even culture for that matter. So the campaign has gone global, it has gone wide. At the same time, it is to give the message that Penang is ready to serve and support this industry clients through the COVID-19 pandemic and of course beyond. We have also revised all our brand merchandise items, and what you see here is a turtle, and I'll speak about the turtle shortly, why turtle, and this turtle has a mask on it. So we have been circulating this merchandises again to all our clients globally, again to give them the right message that we are there for them during these difficult times, and only through sharing ideas, sharing knowledge and collaboration and working together are we able to move this industry forward. So this entire plans and campaign that we had is pretty much what we have done is literally to remarket the entire destination and to recurate new selling points for the destination during this pandemic. And what's interesting is that on a positive note, this pandemic has actually made us realize that there are more to add to a particular destination's unique selling points. And we are only able to explore this because there are so much more ideas and so much more, there are so much more ideas that are being brought to the table, how we are able to market a particular destination in various different models. And all these creative juices only started coming out from our partners and the team during this particular pandemic. So on a positive note, yes, this pandemic has definitely assisted us in looking at a different perspective of marketing altogether. So how is the meetings going to look like in the future, at least for Penang? As much as we would like meetings to take place physically, and that is where we see the actual, as much as we like to see meetings happening physically, and that is where we would be able to see revenue actualization. But at least for now, we could only hope that it will slowly move into hybrid, and it will take some time before we get into that particular phase. But I would say that the process where virtual and moving into hybrid was a rather fast transition, because initially when this pandemic struck, we thought virtual would take a much longer period before the hybrid era comes. But there was a lot of new technology collaboration that has taken place between clients as well as technology suppliers, which has boosted the industry to a different level altogether. It has only made the industry more competitive as far as the technology component is concerned, and I think that so much more can be explored through technology. Now, as far as Penang is concerned, we would still like to stick with all the original unique selling points and all the beauty what Penang has to offer. So what you see here is a meeting room that was set up in Entopia. It is a butterfly farm in short, but it's more to that. And meetings of the future combined together with technology in a different setting or an environment altogether. So that is how we are repositioning Penang for the meetings of the future. Now, this was the initial first image that I showed you. More than 800 meters above sea level, and this is the Curtis Crest. Now, we still encourage incentive programs, and we do have support for such programs taking place still on a beautiful green environment like this. Of course, with all SOPs in place, and we have all that sorted out for you. Let us worry about all the safety and health requirements, and we can ensure you that you will be able to pull through incentives safely in Penang. As for cultural diversity that was showcased in previous meetings, previous physical meetings, we are still able to carry out such experiences, be it in classroom or even beyond classroom setup. So all of these ideas are still available, and we still can drive these initiatives through during this pandemic. There are also more experiential activities such as local arts, crafts hand-ons, a lot more, which we call the living heritage. So such activities are also still available, and we are able to curate this into your programming. Just before I walk you through to the next few slides on nature at your doorstep, I would like to showcase a short video where we had a group of media fam that actually took place just before this pandemic struck, and they really had a good time in all the nature vicinities of Penang. Enjoy the video, ladies and gentlemen. And looking at nature altogether, so this moves towards your post-programming or your pre-programming when you are selecting the destination. So we would also like your team building or your incentive activities to move towards Mother Nature. So what you see here is a new product that is called Forest Bathing, where you rejuvenate yourself with a healing process with Mother Nature, and we do have a certified facilitator who will take you through this very interesting process, and I would definitely encourage you to try this particular activity out. Besides nature, for team building, if you would like a little bit more thrill and adventure or outdoor activities, of course, we do have designated theme parks that is designed for team building as well. And again, all these theme parks are in operation as usual, of course, with the SOPs in place. So yes, we do have these products for you as well. And back to the turtles, why we had turtles with mask on. Now this is one of our CSR program. We call it Penang Turtle Cares. So through this particular CSR, what actually happens is that the eggs of the turtles are collected and brought in to a sanctuary where it is kept under an incubator, hatched, and all these turtles are again released back to the sea. Now, how we engage on this particular CSR is that we promote this through conferences or through incentives, and a small percentage of that profit goes to the conservation of the turtles. And we have done this through a various number of conferences, and it has been a very successful CSR for the destination. And as I've mentioned before, in order for us to engage all these activities, be it for team building, incentives, or even meetings, what really is important is the support that we are going to render to our organizers or to our clients at this particular tiring time. So there has been a lot of questions, what do we actually offer? Now, we do have an enhanced privilege Penang program, which begins from next year, 2021, right up to 2023. However, should you, even at this short period of time, have confirmed groups coming into Penang, we are able to accommodate this particular support even as early as this year for you. And it is a very attractive support program. So groups as small as 20 person will be given supports. So what kind of supports are we offering? The details of the support, I would encourage you to download this particular brochure from our website, www.pcep.my, or you can also download our application on either the Android or the iOS platforms, and you are able to download this particular support program. Be in touch with us, speak to us. If you wish to collaborate in any form or even have ideas for us, we would be more than happy to hear you out. And thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, and I really hope to see all of you in person really soon. Thank you again.